Hello, everybody. Just waiting for at least someone to come in because I have a story to tell. I have a story to tell. I am at Miller Park in Lynchburg. I have some time to kill, so I decided to come to the park and hang out and talk about the, the veterans hospitals. More news from Virginia veterans hospitals. Come on, come on. Want to talk to Hoppin'. Hi, Oomph. Good to see ya here. I'm just hanging out at the park. I got some. This isn't the graveyard. And I should have service here. Yeah, I just have a little time to kill before I go to my Friday appointment. But I thought I'd come on and entertain for just a little bit because we had a big day yesterday. And if you see the title and you were on the stream last Friday, you'll know what I mean by Ghostbusters. Well, we found Ghostbusters. Let me see if it's better this way. Oops, where'd he go? There he is. Too much glare, huh? So anyway, how the story goes, he's a nice guy. Um, I went to the VA in Salem about my shoulder. Hi, Seeger's mom. I'm just going to give a brief recap of last week. Okay, I was in Lynchburg at the VA and I did a little protest, remember? Did a little protest outside. And then I went inside and I was filming the plaque on the wall about PFC Desmond Doss, who the building is named after now. And a lady approached me. She claimed to be the supervising nurse and told me that I couldn't record. And I said, well, sure I can. And eventually she said, well, I'm going to call somebody. And I said, who are you going to call? Ghostbusters? I finished reading the sign. I left, turned the stream off, came back, went to my meeting, and Wednesday morning, I get a call from the Lynchburg VA. I got her name. I'm pretty sure it's the same lady. And she felt that she needed to read to me the service dog policy. And I said, hold on. You took the time because you saw a dog not on a leash. You took the time to track me down, find out who I was, get my phone number, and call me. She said, yeah. So, I told her, well, it doesn't matter, pish posh, your policy doesn't override ADA, etc., etc. And the only reason he's off leash there is because everybody already knows him and they don't mind. The staff knows him, they know he behaves. Since we're talking about him, let's just get a brief shot of this monster that causes so much drama. Oh, wait a minute, can't do it that way. Oh, can't do it right now. All right. Anyway, so Wednesday, I had to go to the Salem VA. And when I pulled up in the parking lot, I had to pee so bad. It's a little drive over there, and it's one lane roads most of the way. Had to pee so bad. So Miklos and I ran through the front door, past the information center, and straight to the ladies' bathroom. While I'm in the bathroom, I leash them up, and as I'm coming out of the bathroom, I run into two VA cops, okay? And they were looking for me because they got a report off a dog off leash. And I said, well, do you see a dog off leash? Blah, blah, blah. They were very nice. They weren't rude, but, I told them they could spend better time, you know, investigating a crime. Because again, I said, you all came up here and investigated to find out where I was, which way I went, to confront me about a dog. Well, we got a call, we have to show up. I said, yeah, you should have showed up and just walked your ass around. I didn't say ass, but you should have just walked around, make sure there was no problem, and left everybody alone. Okay, so I go to my appointment and I come out, and let's see, I go to my appointment. What did I do next? I went to public records where they've been telling me to get the public records about the safety signs, and it wasn't even the right office. It was where you go to get your medical records. So no wonder they said they had to have an ID. I finally did find out where I get open records, who I have to contact to get open records. So I'm on my way. After I did that, I'm on my way out of the VA. I was getting ready to leave, and just kind of jokingly, sarcastic, flippant, whatever, as I'm going out, I turned toward the information desk and I said, oh, are you the guys that called the popo on me? And these guys just started shit talking and telling me how I can't do this and I can't do that. So I went up to them and I said, well, I can. Oh, actually, I'd already talked to Ghostbusters. Okay, so I went to the VA police office and I said, I want to talk to the chief. He was on a meeting. He couldn't get off right then. So the lieutenant came out. So I'm talking to the lieutenant and telling him what's going on with, the service dog and people calling popo on me. And he says, oh, I know you. You were over at Lynchburg the other day. And I said, are you Ghostbusters? Did they call you? And he grinned and he said, yeah, I'm Ghostbusters. And so we had a really long talk, and he told me actually the service dog law, he got it right. It says your animal has to be under your control. It doesn't say it has to be on a leash. It says it has to be under your control. In addition, they clarified to me also, I ended up talking to several guys in the VA police place there. They said, yeah, anyway, he said he saw my video. He said he saw my video and he didn't think I was rude to the lady at all. He didn't think I was doing anything wrong. He said, you have every right to stand out there and hold your sign and your flag, whether they agree with it or someone agrees with it or not. I said, wait, was that the whole problem? That they disagreed with my sign? He said, I don't know. Okay, so we're back upstairs, right, at the information center, and I have asked them if they're the ones that called the popo. So they started going off on me, so I just went closer to the desk, and I had this phone in my hand. It wasn't recording, but I had it in my hand. So as I'm talking to them and try to educate them, and I'm telling them, you are wrong, you are completely wrong. And I just talked to the police about it, and they clarified to me that you're wrong, and you guys need to learn the law. And they still started yelling at me, and then one of them said, you can't film in here either. And I said, for one thing, I'm not filming. And he didn't believe me. He's like, why do you have that phone in your hand? Why is it getting so close? I said, I'm not filming, first of all. But so then another employee came up, not the information center guys, another employee. I don't even know for sure who he is. I think he introduced himself. And they said, okay, just call. So I knew they were calling the police. I said, yeah, just call them. I just left there. I already talked to them. And I said, and now that you're making such a big deal about it and telling me I can't film, I am going to film. So I started the film, and we can go through. Oh, you guys can't see again.
Am I going to get arrested?
So the issue is, she was mad because
all I said was, are you the ones that called the popo on?
Can you see them? Can you see it at all?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
We're required, if your dog comes in here without a leash, to call you guys. That's exactly what
Is it easier if I turn it this way? No, it's the light. Just listen.
A public place, and I'm saying, man, this is a hospital. It goes against HIPAA rights. This is what happened last time.
Last time? Oh, you're going to be on YouTube. It wasn't me last time. I don't know who recorded you last time.
This guy, he's good looking.
Why? Am I doing something illegal? Did I hurt anybody?
I have no idea.
Yeah, too much.
I just asked them, are you the ones that called the
Too much
popo?
reflection,
And
huh?
they started smarting off and telling me how they have to, and I can't. And then
Too
they
bad,
started
'cause
telling
these
me I can't
officers are
record. I
good
wasn't
looking.
recording, but now I am.
I guess you just have to
But I
listen
wasn't,
right
and I
now.
told them I wasn't,
Maybe I'll
but they
show it
kept
to you again
about
later.
that, and I kept trying to tell them, you cannot do that, and it's obnoxious to call the popo for every little thing when a crime isn't being committed. And so they wanted to call you guys because they think I'm breaking the law. But I wasn't recording them. I just wanted to have a conversation with them. And they wanted to bully me and tell me how it is. And that this isn't my building.
Let me try to find more shade.
This is my building. Thank you. Are you a veteran?
I am not my wife.
Oh. Alrighty then.
Actually 100%.
Well, so am I. 100% crazy. So these people fucking with me shouldn't be fucking with me.
I'm sorry, guys. Can you hear it though?
I get as much done as I can in Lynchburg because I don't like to come here because of this reason. Because of the safety signs. Yeah, it was me. And I met Ghostbusters downstairs. And I'll let my chat know I met Ghostbusters. Miklos. Hungarian. He's a Hungarian sheepdog. Hi.
What can I do for you?
No, I was just wondering if they got educated
Educated on what?
on public photography in a public place
So, yep, we just discussed
think
the
it's
public
funny.
photography and everything.
and
but-
safety dog.
So, actually,
I
a
mean-
safety dog is not a service animal?
I mean a service animal.
So, that is not a service
He
animal?
is a service animal.
What task does he perform?
Pressure therapy for one.
Pressure therapy.
Yes.
Okay.
He
For my
wanted to say
PTSD,
pressure
anxiety
therapy
attacks.
isn't.
Okay.
That, no, and I
Valid.
didn't have to explain all that, did I?
You just have
All
to
I
tell
had
me
to
the
say was
task that he
pressure
does.
therapy.
You
That's
just have
only
to-
one. He has many more.
Right. So, once you tell me the task that he performs, then you're allowed to have him in here. But he does have to be on the leash.
That's not what the lieutenant just
He
told
has
me.
to be on a leash.
I think you need to talk to the
Any
lieutenant.
animal on this property has to be under a leash. If it's a service
That's not
animal,
what the ADA says.
Sure it does. I can even show you where it is. It has to be on a leash, and it has to perform a task for you.
So I know, I understand that.
Okay.
But So, do we need to call the cops every time there's just a little
not
infraction?
sure. Ma'am,
Because
I
all we did, look, all we did was go from the door to the bathroom. In
Gotcha.
the bathroom, I leashed him up and I came out to do my business.
Okay. Was he
All
on
we
the leash
did,
when you came in?
no.
Then that's
Because he's trained to be off leash. As a service dog, they can too be off leash.
even blind rehab dogs have a handle on them. with
Well,
the leash.
they have to lead the blind.
Okay. That's,
Doy.
I mean, you can be aggravated as much as you want. That's the rules that they has to be followed.
Say cheese. Say hi, YouTube.
Look
Hi,
at him put his
YouTube.
hand in front of me.
You can put me on YouTube. I'm on there many a time already. So all I'm doing is
So,
trying to
you know,
educate
it's
you.
illegal for you to block my observation of the
Actually,
public
it's not.
employees in the service
Ma'am,
when
I
they're
actually
in
watch
the.
the First Amendment audit all the time.
Oh, you do?
And
So
there's
then
nothing
you
in there.
know.
There's
Yes,
nothing
there
in there.
is.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is.
I can go show you if you like.
Okay, well,
So, but you're more than welcome to video. I mean, I'll be on your video and answer any questions you got.
I don't have any more questions.
Okay.
I just want to make sure these guys get educated and learn how to treat
Well, I hope you were
veterans
educated on
and
how
quit
to-
being assholes.
Ma'am, he's a veteran right there too.
Okay, well,
am I.
treat
I'm
other
sure these guys are
veterans
veterans also.
nicely.
Oh, you're
We come in here to get help, not to get bullied. All I said was, are you the ones that called the popo?
I got you.
I wasn't even being that serious.
So, this is the issue. Now, if you are creating a disturbance,
Let me
we ask you to leave.
mansplain.
Sure.
What is your
Are you
purpose?
gonna have
What
me
is your
escorted
purpose?
out?
What is your purpose for being here on property
See?
right now?
He's trying to
I
kick
just
me out.
finished
It's a
up.
government
I need to go
building.
talk
You're
to.
allowed to
I
come
need to go talk to
Do
the
you have
patient
business?
advocate.
Do you have business?
Yeah, I need to
Would you
go
like
talk
me
to the
would
patient
you like me to walk
advocate.
you up there? Do you
Yeah.
know where they're located?
I do.
Okay. Would you like me to walk with you up there?
Not really.
Okay.
I don't
I'd be
need
more
an
than happy to.
escort.
It's not an escort. I was just asking if you wanted me to walk with you.
What's your name?
My name's
Hey,
Jason.
where do you turn in a FOIA request?
FOIA at the release of information.
That's
office,
not true.
Or with our privacy officer.
Who's the privacy officer?
Darren Argerberg.
Where are they?
He is in building 75.
Okay, because the patient advocates have been telling me for 2 years that I can turn in a FOIA request at the records office.
That's one place you can.
They said no. I just went there and they said no. All they do is personal medical
I'll be more
records.
than happy to get hold of Darren for you right now. His actually first name is London, but he goes by Darren. But I'd be more than happy to get a hold of him for you.
And is he going to come down here and take a public records request?
He probably asked me to escort you up there to him or get you the form for him.
Oh, I need an escort everywhere I go?
No, but if you don't know where you're going, it'd be nice to know where you're going, right?
Oh.
I mean, we can do this all day if you like. I mean, it's up to you.
I mean, I don't have anywhere else to go right now.
I don't either. I'm here
Okay.
for a while anyway, too. So,
So,
but if there's anything I can help you with, you just let me know.
okay. Maybe you could write down the name of the person that's in charge of the public records. So, or where I can contact them.
That would be Darren. I can write it down for you.
Yeah, please, or how I can get a hold of him. Are you done talking to me?
Also, if they want to head
Him.
out, like I'll be more happy to hang out to make sure you're right.
Oh my gosh.
He's gonna hang out to make sure my rights are respected.
Oh, thank you.
They
Thank
did
you.
too.
And
They
listen,
hung
you
out and
guys were
made sure
nice,
that
But when I came out of the
they didn't be
bathroom,
mean to me
you know, and
anymore.
automatically my back's up against the wall, and there's an officer here and an officer here. It was intimidating and automatically put me on the defensive. I believe that, but did you really need to investigate and track me down? Couldn't you just walk around and... So walk around and see, is there anything wrong? And if there's not, say, oh, nothing going on.
Is Darren over our harbor right? We just walked around and somebody just happened to come out. Oh, that's the dog. Okay.
Oh,
He's on a leash. It wasn't on a leash earlier. No problem. We're out of here. So it was just no problem. Really, like I said, the unfortunate part was she just happened to come out.
at that time.
It was like not like we were waiting on it. We had no idea where he was.
That's sure what it felt like, though. It was like, bam.
And I can understand that. I really can.
Okay.
That just wasn't.
And like, you guys weren't rude or anything, but
Earlier, was it?
were still looking for me, though. You were looking for me.
He's handsome. Ain't he handsome?
Yeah, so you saw him. He had a leash. Why didn't you keep
All three
walking?
of them are handsome.
Well, we gotta say hello, please.
To get their information.
And just say hello. I didn't say hello, right?
For me, it'd been better if you would have made no
We
contact.
didn't know which dog it was. It was just the dog. Sort of in question.
Now, did we get straight whether they can be on a leash, off leash or not? Have we figured that out?
So according to ADA rules, laws, and regulation, dogs has to remain under control. There's nothing that states a dog has to be on the leash.
See?
When I came
Very
in,
good-looking cops.
this is what we do. Look, me close. Let me show you. Focus, focus. Come on, focus, focus. This is what we did from the door to the bathroom.
So
He was under control.
Yeah, my concern with that is you were actually looking at the dog, leading the dog like that. What happens if you trip over a veteran in a wheelchair? Or you run into something?
No, I look up and I go like this, focus, focus, and I look back.
I'm just going with what I said.
Oh,
So,
you just
there
want to
go.
make it a thing.
Well, I mean, everybody
You
wants
just
make
want to
something
make it a thing.
So,
This is his
I
extension,
don't think I'm the only one making a
50-50.
thing out of something right now. So. Just saying.
Was that sarcasm? Because I speak sarcasm very well. Yeah,
too, very well.
okay. But these guys think
Just
they're
like right
cute.
now, ma'am, your dog's in the way of a veteran with a cane. And it's not the dog.
There was plenty of room. He wasn't blocking anybody.
So, but if there's anything else, he can
Hungarian
answer your
street
questions on
dog.
FOIA request. Any information
Thank
you need.
you.
He is gone for the day. I just checked. He is over in building 75.
How about Dixie? Is she here?
Dixie is here. Supervisor of the patient advocates, yes. I work with her. I'm in the same department.
I guess I can go give Dixie a hard time.
You sure can. Would you like me to call her?
I'll just go see her.
Sounds great.
Thanks.
Watch. He picks up the phone and calls her.
Come on.
Oh, you can't hear it.
She's on the first floor. Oh, okay. Thank you.
So I'm not gonna bore you with my meeting with Dixie, but I did meet with Dixie. And in short, she says that they're taking down all the signs, and because they're outdated, and they're going to update the signs. And so she's surprised that there's any left up. And I said, well, are they just going to replace them with new signs that say the same thing? And she said, I don't know. I said, well, okay, well, how do we find out? Who's in charge of that? You know, I've been talking to you about this for a couple years now. And she said that she would give me a call this morning, sometime this morning. And I haven't heard from her yet. So we'll see what's happening with that. But I got to go to my appointment in Lynchburg now. And now I'm stressed out because somebody there has it out for me. You could clearly see. So y'all don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And I guess that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And I guess I'm just gonna chill for a while before my appointment comes on, unless somebody's on here that wants to chat a little bit, because y'all are really quiet. I know a lot of you just listen while you're busy, so I understand that. And it is still a work day. So yeah, I guess I won't keep you. And I will, you missed Julie Curtis. Hi, you missed the first 18 minutes. Well, it's all about, you know, snitches and bitches and people that like to call the VA police for every little reason. And I don't like it. And I made a big stink again yesterday. Yeah, because they were trying to tell me I couldn't film, which that's the first time ever somebody has told me I couldn't film in Lynchburg. I film in there. Salem. How many videos have I filmed for y'all in Salem? A couple, at least. This is supposed to be space buns, but ended up being messy buns, and they're not even staying. Um, y'all don't have any thoughts on what happened? I think they were cans. They just need, and then, you know what I wonder? Would they have treated me the same? Especially those guys behind the information desk. Would they have treated me the same if I was a man? Would they? What do you think? A big, tall man, big, tall, husky veteran. This is a nice park. You can see the pool, and then there's a playground up behind it. Some picnic places. Yeah, it's really nice. And it's quiet right now. I guess it's still early for park goers. Okay. See, I'm not one of those women get treated different, in my opinion. Of course they do. I am not one of those that can just, ramble on at the mouth. I do have another video coming up soon about that person in Texas that prefers children. Maybe he doesn't prefer children, maybe he just likes them all, but trials coming up. They're pretty sure it's going to go this time. And YouTube is censoring me. YouTube took the last video I did about it down. And I got a strike. And I've noticed that they're doing that to, not just to me. I thought I'm a small channel. I can fly under the radar. Nobody's going to notice this. It was months later. It was just a few weeks ago they took that video down. And yeah, so we have to be more creative in how we talk about those things. And I've noticed many of like the Pred Catcher channels or the Cop Watch channels, if they do a piece on predators, they get censored. They get censored. So YouTube is protecting PDFs files. And a lot of the streamers are just going to different platforms. So we're going to do a video on that in the next day or two because, yeah, I got to tell you what's going on with that. I did some public records requests, and that's a joke. That's always a joke. All right, so what time is it? Yeah, I just have time to get there, park, use the restroom, and go to my class. So, here we go. Peace out. Y'all have a good rest of your day, and try to make somebody smile, I guess. Bye.